what was your take on the job side of it?
On the job side, I think that it's interesting to see how IT talent is shifting, and we are letting a lot of our old workers simply go without hiring new people. This probably reflects the challenges that entry-level workers are seeing and not being able to find jobs in the IT space, that people just aren't hiring right now. People think that there is no need for additional capacity in managing IT. And probably that also reflects how the interesting tech jobs, such as data science, might not necessarily be a part of IT anymore, but have been moved over to line of business and cost of goods departments, where they are thinking of technical capabilities more directly as part of the business. And we're starting to see this bit of a shift from monolithic IT.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, I do think it's interesting. Well, in part, when these older workers retire, they can't replace them because they can't find anyone that knows COBOL. So
Mhm.
that's part of the problem. But the I do think it's interesting sort of period. I'm not convinced that this isn't driven in large part by the macroeconomic state that people are right now in a holding pattern with all of the
Yeah.
uncertainty with
Last
tariffs and
month
what
was
have
not
you.
a good month to hire anybody because nobody knew what the hell was going on.
Yeah, so I don't know if I want to read too much into all of this. I also think it's worth noting that ironically enough, um, all of this focus on AI and agentic AI, the greatest impact to jobs today might actually be on IT because there's so many
Mhm.
applications from coding to other things um, that IT was made for it, right? It was just like a perfect alignment with the power and capabilities of most of these AI tools. So I think that could also be weighing on it. But I guess we'll have to see if that trend continues or not. Because the reason I'm probably hedging a little on it is that I look at AI as in some ways a different beast, but in many ways just the latest version of a story we've seen happen over and over and over again, which is you deploy this new technology, it changes the way we work, it increases productivity, but all it really does, it's not about mass elimination or even really any significant change. It just changes how much we're able to get done with the number of people, and it just expands our output, not reduces our size. And so I think that as this plays out, given to the other story we just talked about, massive investments within the enterprise and all this, well, somebody has to put all that to work. So I think we're going to see a shift, but I'm not convinced that we're going to see a major shrinkage here.
Yeah, when we think of the classic Gartner hype cycle, probably the best diagram they've ever created. The AI as a function of replacing workers, we've got to be at the frothy top of that hype cycle right now, and we are about to find out just how AI is not actually replacing people. But right now, everybody thinks it's going to happen, I think, on the executive side. So they're not they're freezing hires for the moment. That plus macroeconomic challenges. So
Yeah.
yeah.